Hello everyone, and welcome to my corner of the world, and welcome to November's card class to go. Now the stamp set I chose for this month was the One for All stamp set, and if you bought the full kit you will have received a brand new stamp set, a ink pad, an Early Espresso ink pad, plus the supplies to make 2 cards. If you took option 2, you will have the supplies to make 2 cards, as well as access to these videos and the PDF. And then if you took option 3, you'll have access to these videos, and I will have sent you the PDF instructions. So this is the card that we're going to make in this video. It has an unusual fold. I'm not quite sure what to call it, but it's a pretty fold. So in your kit you will have, as I said, the supplies to make 2 of these cards. And so you'll have your envelope, and then you're going to have a quarter sheet of So Saffron and Whisper White. That's for the inside of your card. These 3 pieces are for the outside embellishment, and then you'll have received 2 of these and 2 triangles of the Share What You Love Designer Series paper. Now this is basically a half a sheet of cardstock, and all I did was, if you can imagine, I had a full sheet of cardstock and I scored it center of this width and the center of this width, and then I just took in my paper cutter and just cut from this corner right down to this corner, and then that's what gave me my big triangle. So you're going to want to fold it so that one of these pieces is down, so that when you open the card and you put it out, it's got something to sit on, and then this one's going to come down like that. So we're going to start by attaching these pieces of Designer Series paper, and you just want to make sure that you have them going the right way before you start. I always try to do that first, so I know that that piece is going to go there. So I am choosing to use liquid glue, but if you wish you can use snail or a stick glue stick, and there's a very fine margin all the way around this card, so you're just gonna wiggle it. That's part of the reason that I like to use the liquid glue, because it does give me some wiggle room. So there we go with this piece, and that's going to stick there, and I'm just looking at my margins on the center here and on the edges, and they're nice. I like those. Perfect. So I'm going to set that to one side. Now we're going to do a bit of stamping. So you're going to be taking the small white square and the larger quarter sheet, and for this one we're going to be using the Thank You So Much stamp. So I'm going to start by inking up with the Early Espresso, and just check to make sure I've got good coverage. And if you're not quite sure, just give it a little wiggle and it just helps pick up a little bit more ink. And then we're just going to center that in the middle of the white square like that. Press firmly, put your finger in the middle just to make sure that that center piece touches the card, and there we have. And now I'm going to show you how I created this little embellishment here, and it uses a masking technique. So to make it less likely that I'm going to get covered in ink, I'm just going to use a little cleaner and this old piece of rag. And then I'm going to get some tape, and I'm going to just cover up the thank you like this, and then another piece just to make sure that the thank you and the rest is clear. And I'm just making sure that it doesn't obscure that little leaf there. And then with my ink, I'm just going to ink to the top like that. You can see that the ink is just on the top, and then I'm going to take these two pieces of tape away like this, and I'm going to take my piece of card that's going to go in the middle, and I'm just going to stamp it like that. Okay, and I've already done the envelope, but you're going to use exactly the same technique to decorate your envelope as well. So now we've finished with the stamping. I'm going to cover up that, and we are going to assemble. So once again, I'm just going to go with my liquid adhesive, and I'm going to center that in middle of the So Saffron layer. And I'm going to give that a moment to set up, and I'm going to layer these three pieces together. There's one, and then this one. And I always try to assemble by taking the smallest piece of card and putting the adhesive on that, and then attaching it to the larger piece of card. There we go. So there we've got that done, and now this is set up a little bit. I can just attach that to my base card, and that just centers up, so you get a small margin all the way around. There we go. Just press firmly, and that's how it goes. And then we're going to attach this piece here. Now I've already put my dimensionals on. You're going to want to make sure that you put the dimensionals on when it's back to front in your top right hand corner, because when you flip it over, you're going to attach it to this top piece, and the dimensionals won't show if they're like that. So I've just put 3 on. Okay, take the backing off. Hold everything down firmly, and I'm going to line up this point with the cut in the card, and this point with the cut in the card at the top. So it's just a little bit of it's actually, I lied, it's not, it goes just slightly down from the cut, and it's just here. If you can just see how that goes like that. Misled you. So that, as you can see, when I open it up, the stamping dimensionals do not show. So you've got a cute little bow in your pack. You're going to want to attach that with a glue dot. Up at the top here. And then you've also got some silver pearls, and you just want to dot those randomly around. I'm just going to put them wherever the mood takes me. I think I just used 3, and there we go. So that's one of the 4 cards for this month. There will be a separate video for the other 3 if you look out for them. Thank you so much for joining in the class this month. I truly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.